tell us about the extreme heat next week.
Oh, I will be at.
Wake up.
Washington Courthouse.
Already
You guys planned that, didn't you? Well, they've been drinking already, folks. They have no idea where they're at. What? Do we need to do that again?
Oh, we're in Wilmington?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, we can do it.
That's how loud you guys are. Wake up.
Wilmington.
Wilmington. Oh, okay. Thank Ryan even got involved that time.
I didn't get much sleep last night, Charlie. I'm a little tired.
Oh, because of the weather?
I have no idea why.
Hey,
Getting
turn
older,
your
I guess.
volume down there.
Here.
All right, so
We're ready. Yeah, we're ready to go. Yeah. So I keep hearing other music, something, or other voices.
this is me.
I
I
just
just want to
say.
make sure that the sound is
Yeah, they can hear us. Probably more than they want to.
Probably.
Anyhow, we are here. We are live. We are upstairs because Rick couldn't fit through a window. They locked the keys out, and there's this window Rick thought about going through. Then he said, "Nah, we'll just set up upstairs." Which I kind of have to agree with him. I got stuck. It's been like these old Porky Pig movies, you know, trying to get stuck going through the shaft.
Steve, because Steve actually came from.
Steve
way down
came
yonder
early today.
To bring us the keys. He even started setting up downstairs for us in Charlie's.
Oh, geez.
And so anyway,
So Steve will be on today. We have Ryan Briggs on today, the master manipulator of Blanchester Middle School,
Be careful.
and nationally known fishing expert.
International.
International. Because
he said so.
well, no, because did you know, Ryan, Canada's another country? Did you know that?
Did not know that. We
Yeah.
live and learn every day.
Yeah.
And then we got the big dog himself, Travis Fencemalker. Everybody's worried about him last week because he wasn't here.
Who was worried
There
about
were
me?
several people, wasn't there? There were several people.
Huh.
They said,
They thought we traded him for a player to be named later.
they said, I miss
Cash
that-
consideration.
Yeah,
That's what the
cash
Yeah.
consideration.
they said, we miss that goofy bastard.
He did offer us a lot of cash for Travis.
But now Travis, big doings here, Ryan. He's ditching your card show Saturday.
Oh.
He's
come
going to
on,
be at
Travis.
Fanatics in New York City.
Oh, okay.
So,
Is he on stage dancing or what?
what kind of fanatic is this? Is this sports or is
Yeah.
it something else?
Yeah, Fanatics Fest.
I just wondered. I've seen your phone.
No, that's somewhere else in New York.
That's
Yeah.
somewhere else in New York. So you're going up for one day and coming back, or are you staying overnight?
Mm-mm.
Dude, you're gonna be beat. You're gonna be whipped.
I've done it before.
That's a what, 10-hour drive?
Something like that.
Yeah, that's a long. So what time you leaving?
Probably after I get off work tomorrow.
Which is what time?
3.
Oh, in the afternoon. So you'll get up there in the middle of the night then. You'll get up there about 3 a.m. So then you're gonna sleep in your car?
Mm-mm.
Sleep in his car.
He said he wouldn't get in a room.
You're not getting a room? Oh, wait a minute.
I mean, I got a room to stay in if I want.
Oh,
you know.
okay.
I mean,
He
to me,
just-
that's not
We
staying
may
there.
not want to go into that kind of detail, Charlie.
Yeah.
I mean, you're only gonna be there
We
for.
may be revealing
Well,
way too much.
especially since him and Uncle Punky said they got up at the same time this morning.
Well, they rolled out of
Rolled out
did.
of each bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan's like, what
I'd
am
rather
I
have
in
details
for
on
here
it.
today?
Never
You've
know.
never been in here on a Thursday.
just never know.
Yeah, hang on. It's going to be a
But
ride.
we're on the fiber.
Dean says he'll go with you.
Yeah, we're on the
Right.
fiber. We're using different mics. These are the mics, 4 of the 8 mics that we're going to use for Let's Get Personal. So we're sort of testing them. I'd already run some tests on them and knew they'd work because I didn't
Yeah.
want to pay money and then, so I tested them, because I've had these mics now for, I don't know, a few months. But this is the first live test of these mics.
Ah.
And I think it sounds like almost like they're voice activated.
Plus, we have a green screen too.
Mhm.
Yeah, we've got the green screen.
We don't have the green door yet.
Not to be confused with the green door.
Yeah, we don't have the
Doors is
green
behind the
door
green
yet.
screen. But, the other exciting news is our next program, Let's Get Personal, will be premiering live at 5 p.m. Sunday, the 13th of July.
July 13th.
July the 13th will be our first 3-hour show of Let's Get Personal.
That will be interesting.
Yes.
3 hours. Okay.
I'll be home by then. I have to DJ a car
Well, the first
show.
2 hours are the show, and the third hour is what we call going down the rabbit hole.
Okay, all
Can you
right.
imagine what that would be?
Well, hopefully everybody survived the weather last night. Did you get a bunch of
Yes.
storm damage
Yeah,
again?
we did.
Last time you were here, remember? It was
Yeah.
storm. You had to cut trees
We
to get
had
out of
another
there.
tree down, so not a big tree.
Really?
It's never fun to have to go home and cut up trees.
You must be in a bad, like a little
We're surrounded
tornado
by
alley
woods.
there. Because we didn't have any trees or anything down to my knowledge, and I didn't look real close today. But nothing seemed obvious. We'll put it that way. Yeah, I mean, I tell you what got me was the daggone lightning last night. Did you guys get out and watch any of that lightning?
Yeah.
Man, it was all. I mean, it would like start over here and then like go across the whole sky.
So when did you get home from the game?
Oh, 9-ish, 9:15-ish.
And that was fun too, wasn't it?
Yeah, we
were
did.
on a
You know
short-
what?
You were on a short bus?
We had a good time. We went senior citizens.
You was on
We
a short bus?
We went
He was on
to.
a short bus.
Actually, I avoided the short bus. I was actually on a van.
Okay.
But we went to go see the Dayton Dragons, which they didn't play because they got rained out.
Yeah.
Jerry wanted to be in handcuffs.
Who got thrown off
Was-
the short bus?
He did.
Was
I
the
did.
one girl there for Jerry?
Huh? Yeah, I got a good picture of him. I put it on Facebook.
Karen was driving one of the buses.
She was driving the short bus. And we were going to ride on her bus, but it filled up because she's so popular. So we had to go back to the back bus.
I've heard that.
But it was fun. It was good.
So
Yeah.
you rode the van.
One of the vans. We had 3. We had a convoy. Yeah, we had a convoy. Yeah. There's like 40 of us that went. So it's a good time.
We got rained out.
We got rained out.
Did you get a hot dog or
I
anything?
got some chicken fingers and fries
Okay.
and a couple pops.
So that was about $80.
20,
That's not bad.
20, 21. Yeah, but that was 2 not large collector cup crap. It was just large drinks and a $10 for the chicken fingers and fries. That wasn't terrible. $10.65, something
Their
like
prices are up from last year, though.
that. Yeah, well,
That makes sense.
I should daggone y'all seen Karen? She brought back big foot long hot dog. Hot dog.
Karen was driving the bus.
Yeah.
So she was eating a hot dog and driving the bus?
No, at the game. At the game, she was allowed to eat too.
So you didn't go wait in that long line at the Reds game before the
Yeah.
bobbleheads. I heard they were in line at 2:30,
Yep.
I bet.
and then online at Facebook selling for $100 before the game was over.
Yeah.
Oh, I believe that.
Was it the Foster, George Foster?
No, Ella Day La Cruz. He was diving in, right? One
Yeah.
that, or he had two different ones,
Yeah,
didn't he?
yeah, the switch hitter one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the year.
One that's diving in, that would be interesting.
Yeah, well, that's what it was last night. I think it was interesting they did it on a Wednesday night.
Yeah. But there were still a lot of people.
Oh,
there. I
yeah.
thought the weather would keep them away. But
Right.
Yeah. No.
Did last night's Reds game get rained out?
No. The Reds won again.
It was delayed.
Reds are, yeah, it was delayed. Reds are now 4 or 5 games over 500.
Don't jinx them, Charlie.
They're
I'm
starting
afraid to talk
to
about it.
roll. Roll, baby, roll.
My prediction.
Mr. Oh, they'll get about 25 wins.
We still have how many games left?
Yeah, it's
but
early.
we've
Reverse
already
psychology, right?
we've already won more than Uncle Punky said that we were going to win.
How many did you say?
I think 25.
25.
25 games?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a little low. What did I say? I said,
You said like
Under 50.
15.
Yeah, something.
Under 50.
I think I said 50.
Guardians beat the Giants last night, so that's good. Storms, let's get into some news. And Ryan's here. He's here for the duration. And he's we're going to talk a lot here about his card show coming up Saturday in the 8:15, 8:30, 9 o'clock hour. So hang in there.
Hang in there.
Yeah.
Storms.
I'll take a little nap over here.
Yeah.
No, you can comment on anything here. Rita Wolf's watching. Yeah.
Dean's on the ride to New York.
Vicky Kendall says
Yeah.
good morning.
Leave his ass there. There you go.
Wolf, she's watching.
200,000 people without power across the state right now.
Oh,
New Vienna was part of that last night. Did you get your power back?
Yeah,
Okay.
but caused some issues with water and sewer both, so I don't.
And he hasn't taken a shower, so.
Oh, he got enough shower last night at the game. He was
I had power this morning. I was good.
I'll say ours came back on about 11.
Did it?
Oh, yeah.
Ours never was out. Was your power out? What about you, Ryan? Your power out?
no, we
last
had
night?
power.
Pride night. This is interesting. Clayton Kershaw, their Dodgers had their Pride night last Friday night, and on his hat next to the LA, which the LA's with the rainbow, he put on there Genesis 9:12 through 16. And that rainbow is a promise from God never to flood the earth again. That's what that is in the Bible. And all the libtards got upset about it.
Yeah.
They're all upset about it. Supreme Court issues ruling on ban on transgender procedures for minors. 6-3, they are banning it, including the hormones. And I didn't even know this was a thing, puberty blocking.
Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah.
I,
You don't hear that very often.
no, puberty blocking. All right, Reds.
That's what happened to Uncle Punky.
Yeah, something happened, that's for sure.
That's why he went from a cucumber to a dill.
At least he kind of trimmed that
Well,
mess up.
I did. Yeah.
I can tell. Reds
Yeah.
win, Steer 2-run home run, 4 games over 500. There's a night. Did you hear about this? 19-year-old deported
Yeah.
out of Cincinnati back to Honduras. He's been here for 10 years illegally. His family were denied asylum. His mom and sister are heading back to Honduras, and that's in the county where the big sheriff. What's his name?
Butler County.
Butler County. What? Yeah. What's that?
Sheriff Mean-ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, he is. He's tough.
He's like that sheriff down in Florida that said, "We will kill you."
Yeah.
Although that's not what he said.
Basically, is what he meant.
He said we'll kill you graveyard dead.
I see that you got that last thing there posted.
Shadir Sanders, 101 mile per hour, 55. But yeah, somebody else did that.
Zach Eady.
Yeah, Zach Eady also, 101, same speed,
Yeah.
101 mile per hour and 55.
55.
Some people would think you're above the law. and-
So speaking of that, I had a buddy, because I support Sanders, you know,
Oh yeah.
message me. But there's an actual number, if you read down in the article,
Yeah.
there was 83,000 people in Ohio last year that was cited for that same amount of mileage
Really?
over the speed limit. But since he's an NFL quarterback, he gets the exposure, you know what I mean?
Right.
Except that he wasn't cited in Ohio.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
was he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they didn't cite him?
No, they cited him.
They cited him, but you
He's
know,
getting at that if it had been any of us.
any of the other
No,
83,000
He would
people.
have been locked up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or
Well,
they wouldn't have made a deal about it.
I don't know, some people, they would. I mean, it's in the paper sometimes. I had a great thing happen here tonight. I said it on the show yesterday, but we're coming home from the Blues Brothers here Saturday night, watched the movie, or Friday night, and there's this guy following me, and he had all kinds of time to pass me before Melvin. I'm going 60, but he was on me. I don't care. Pass me. We get past Melvin, start going up the hill. He just flat out busts ass around me. He's probably going 90. Sheriff coming in. Turn around. You never get to see that happen.
Yeah.
We got to see that happen here tonight. I tell you. I was like, yeah. It's like, that's good. Hey, it's time for a break.
Break, Charlie.
Yeah, we are. That's what I just said. Time for a break. We'll be back.
I'm gonna cut the mic.
Indulge in a variety of mouth-watering dishes, from juicy burgers and fresh salads to stacked sandwiches, delicious pizzas, warm soups, crispy fries, and finger-licking wings. Every bite is crafted with care using hand-grinded and breaded ingredients made right here in-house. Whether you're dining solo or with family or hanging out with friends, we have something to satisfy every craving. That's the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse, the best fries in town. Indulge in a variety of mouth-watering dishes, from juicy burgers and fresh salads to stacked sandwiches, delicious pizzas, warm soups, crispy fries, and finger-licking wings. Every bite is crafted with care using hand-grinded and breaded ingredients made right here in-house. Whether you're dining solo or with family or hanging out with friends, we have something to satisfy every craving. That's the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse, the best fries in town.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, the perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization, event, or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com, or give us a call at 740-335-6481, and we can help plan your event. We look forward.
Forget the clown princes of basketball, the Harlem Globetrotters. There's a new all-star, family-friendly comedy polo team taking the sporting entertainment world by storm. The Equine Trots.
Bringing their highfalutin, high-kicking, mallet-swinging, horsey hijinks to an equestrian center near you.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett. Made up stories just like these.
As well as real news about what's coming to the Murphy.
Ohio's hometown theater in downtown Wilmington.
On the Murphy Report. News the way it's meant to be delivered.
In less than 30 minutes, or it's free.
The Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel with a brand new report every Monday morning.
Amanda, my buddy Sam was recently tossed from his own horsey all the way across the arena, landed in a soft bale of hay right next to another horse that was already asleep.
Oh my, that sounds dangerous. What's his condition?
Stable.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us.
Are animals using your house as their new home? Spring is around the corner, and so is birthing season for wildlife. Give us a call today if you are hearing noises in your attic or under your house. Here at Diamondback Wildlife Extraction, we can take care of your wildlife removal needs and repairs. Nuisance wildlife can be very destructive to your house, such as chewing on or through electrical wiring and much more. Call us today to book an appointment for inspection at 937-302-6372. We strike back.
Let's get personal, personal. Let's get personal, personal.
Everybody talk.
I'm just a background dancer.
Waiting for Steve to get around the corner.
Let's get personal. We'll be coming to you live. We have a date.
Yes.
Sunday, July 13th. With Dr. Dog himself, Jeffrey Schusler, going to be there. Plus, Play Me Like a Piccolo, Sarah Fife will be there.
And their cast of characters.
Yeah, we're going. The lady who was on yesterday may join the crew.
Yeah, she's interesting.
She's just interesting altogether. Gee, Christmas.
And I think the Seal Girl's going to be here this Sunday for our pre-meet.
She gonna flop around?
I don't know. She might
Flop,
wear her
flop around.
seal outfit.
All right. One last thing. Jerry Buss sold the Lakers, and the Democrat Party is running out of money because you said is not available to them anymore. That's the rumor, anyhow. We'll see. Okay, we got Mr. Briggs here, the Blanchester Middle School principal. I got to keep reminding myself of that.
Yeah.
Because I think of him still as Briggs, you know. But starting this card show up, this is what, 5th or 6th month?
I lost track, Charlie.
Did you start
I'd
in
say it's
January?
yeah.
That'd be your
It's,
6th month,
5th
yeah.
or 6th month.
6th
There
month.
somewhere. Right?
Yeah, 6th month. And trying to build it up, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And you need to figure out something to do on those other days. You need to have like an open yard sale or something on those other days.
We've discussed a
my
lot of
pen,
things.
fool.
You know, Ken that was on before, he's
Yeah.
talked about maybe doing an auction along with it, you know,
Oh,
like
there
a
you
sports
go.
card auction or
He
something
said
like
that
that.
so easy.
All right, so this Saturday, 10 to 3.
Mhm.
So at the Clinton County Fairgrounds, it's free for the public. Free for the public. Are you going to have food truck here this time?
We're going to have a hot dog stand there.
Oh, is it going to be Dr. Dog?
Johnny Gregg.
Oh, it's not Dr.
Dog.
Dog.
His son's one of our students, and he asked me last time if he'd do that. I said absolutely.
Well, heck yeah.
So I think he's even set up in Blanchester today at the park.
Dr. Dog. Well, he's not Dr. Dog. He must be Nurse Dog.
Yeah.
So is he having that food truck or is it just a hot dog
It's like
stand?
a hot dog stand.
So what's the name of it? You know, right on
Johnny Dogs, I think.
Johnny
So,
Dogs?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Johnny
So
Gregg.
no little Squeezer's Pizza this time.
No,
You get out of that.
Caesar's Pizza. I'm kind of happy about that.
I bet. He was
One
buying
less
pizza
worry.
for everybody.
Oh boy.
So, how many approximate vendors you going to have?
So tables, we should be at about 35, 40 tables.
So it means about 20 vendors.
About 20 vendors.
15,
yeah.
20 vendors.
So,
And tell them the big news.
George Foster's coming. Legendary Cincinnati Red, George
Yeah.
Foster, part of the Big Red Machine.
And what does he charge for all
So
that?
he's $20, a lot of numbers here, $20 for inscriptions, some cards and things like that. $25 for baseballs, $45 for jerseys and bats. So, and the way I got to know him, I haven't actually talked to him or met him personally, is one of our vendors. I don't know if you remember Jen Pratt that was over by my table.
Yeah.
We got talking, and she said, "Yeah, I know George Foster." I'm like, "Could you get him to come to our show?" She said, "Absolutely."
And we
so,
may
she
do a
connected.
Facebook Live with me and you and him.
We certainly can. Yeah.
Okay.
Especially
we
if
did
there's
that
any
last
downtime.
time. We had some.
Yeah.
We had some decent views on that.
Good.
And we need to get that one girl back up there.
Yeah,
too.
Hunter. That's
She's
my-
fun.
Yeah. That's
Well,
awesome.
she was like, "Oh, I don't know if I can do this." I was
She
Hell, I
did
could
really
get her
good.
shut up. She was great. She was great.
She loves the Pokemon. She's really good.
I'd
at
like to
that
get her
stuff,
on here.
so,
Well, I
yeah.
learned a little bit about. I actually have tried to purchase some cheap Pokemon
Yeah.
Pokemon cards, but I haven't been able to do it yet. So I'm afraid to spend too much because I don't know much
You
about
don't.
them.
Yep, you gotta do some
But she helped.
research for sure.
She gave me a few clues on what to look for.
Well, you were at the show. We had that vendor that had a $5,500
Yeah,
Pokemon
card.
1 of 2 in the world or something like that.
Yeah. Crazy. It's worth coming over if you've never been there. I mean, it's like I said, it's free. You can see a lot of stuff you might not. I had a couple Star Wars helmets out last time.
Yeah.
I thought I might sell. I had some people looking at them. I'm gonna bring them back this time. So, but I gotta get some other stuff though. I just
Star Wars with sports cards.
well because at one time it was toys too.
Yeah, we tried to mix it up a little bit.
One month it was toys and well, there's cards for everything. You know, you can buy. I remember having Dick Tracy cards.
Yeah, they're out there.
I remember here having. Well, I still got them. I might have sold those last time. All the war.
Oh yeah,
Desert Storm
Yeah.
cards.
Oh, yeah.
So you can have all kinds of different sports.
Right.
Sports memorabilia, anything that's autographed.
I've been bringing some autograph stuff there too, and sold some stuff, even of actors. One thing I haven't sold is I had Jesse
Ventura?
No, Jesse, the guy from West Coast Shoppers or whatever.
Jesse James.
Well, no, not him.
Oh.
It's the guy in Vegas, Danny the Count. I got his autograph.
Oh,
Okay.
No one showed any interest in that yet, which I'm surprised.
You just never know. Every show's different.
Yeah.
What they're looking for. So.
Well, and I've been trying to bring different stuff each time. Do you do that, or you bring the same stuff?
Yeah,
each
I
time?
try to mix it up.
Of course, you got a ton of stuff. You set up
Oh,
a Tazini
boy, I
show
got
too,
much
right?
stuff. Yeah, we do. So, is he a senior guy now?
No.
No. I was gonna say.
You'll see his cards might fit against that bookcase and wall.
No.
Okay.
No?
It'd take probably half this room.
Why are you not coming to our show? Then?
Exactly. And I've invited him every time.
I don't sell.
You can come by.
Yeah, that's right. You can definitely come by or trade. We like to trade, don't we, Charlie?
Come by, yeah. Oh, Ryan's my best buyer. So what do you want this month?
I'm looking for vintage.
Charlie, let
So
everybody
bring in
know
some
if they
vintage
hear any
cards.
noise in the background. These mics are pretty sensitive and they're picking up the air conditioning that's in the back.
Oh, you're hearing the air conditioning in the back.
Right.
Okay. It kind of sounds like this. Zzz.
Right, that's exactly it, sir.
So you're
Right,
looking
Jerry?
for vintage?
Oh, I'm looking for vintage, especially graded. You got any graded vintage cards?
I don't know.
See, I'm not into the graded. I think that's a whole bunch of. Because once you grade them, then that adds more expense to your card.
Well, more value too, though.
But
Yeah.
if
It's
it's
playing the
good,
lottery. It's the lottery for
So
sure.
you know the card that I sold for $3,000.
yeah. Hey, Paul, tell him the story about
So,
this. Well,
but
tell him the whole story.
with what? That I bought a box from Walmart there of the Prism basketball,
Yeah,
and I pulled a manga Shea Gillius Alexander.
yeah.
Sold it for $3,000. Well, that guy turned around and got it graded. Came back at 10.
Oh boy.
Popped one. He sold it the other day for 11.
Yeah, that's what it does. Anything above an 8, you're gonna make some money.
But if I would have kept it and not sold it at all, Oklahoma City Thunder would probably have never been in the finals.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have won
Oh,
MVP.
Well, let's back up. I wouldn't even got that out of the box. I quit buying boxes. I don't have that luck.
Yeah, you quit buying boxes?
Yeah, I don't buy boxes anymore. I don't have that luck. to
Don't
get
laugh.
cards like that.
Last box like I bought was like out the flea market for $5-10. PGA cards.
Yeah.
Now I do have a John Daly rookie I got out there, but and it's probably worth something. I'm
I
not
think
sure
so.
what
I
it's
don't
worth.
really know about golf, to be honest.
Yeah.
Besides Tiger.
Yeah.
Everybody's got Tiger.
Well, plus I had that Payne Stewart card. You saw that.
Yep.
Did you end up with that?
The pro set card.
He likes
Yes.
getting all my good stuff. It's
Yeah,
funny. I
see?
said I should just go in there and set up from 9 to 10 and then leave
That's
because
right.
they buy all my stuff quick.
You know what? That's how it is at the Xenia show too.
Well, that
You
one-
get there at 9 and
That
all the
one,
good stuff.
the one guy that was set up over on the wall, he's got a couple old cars. He bought a couple $100 worth
Yeah.
of stuff from me. Yeah, and I try to be fair about it. I'm not trying to make a killing, but I don't want to give stuff away either. trying to buy stuff on eBay is a different story, though.
It is.
sometimes, 'cause
It is.
Yeah.
tomorrow on the show, you may want to stop back in, even if it's just for a few minutes. Tomorrow on the show, because you might want this guy at your card show.
Okay.
Shoot, I gotta look his name up. I apologize.
Kip Young.
Kip Young, that's it. Kip Young. That's going to be here. He is a former major league pitcher for the Detroit Tigers.
Okay.
He's going to be on the show tomorrow.
He's not related to the Youngs from Adams County. Is you remember Dave Young and?
Well, I know he graduated from White Oak, so he might.
I introduced
swear I've heard his
everybody
name
earlier.
before.
Yeah.
I coached against Dave when he was with Adams.
He's Dave Young's relation?
I thought so. I could be wrong, but I thought that he was.
Dave's
related to
passed
Dave.
away.
Yes.
Dave was great. I like Dave.
Oh, I love
Dave
coaching
was
against
fun.
him. Yep.
Dave's fun. Yeah, we got Kip Young this Friday. The next week, another Detroit Tiger pitcher that pitched for the 67 championship team, John Warden. So the next 2 Fridays, if you can make yourself available 5 or 10 minutes, you may well come in, at least meet them, give them your schedule, say, hey, I'd love to have you guys out there. I mean, I could do that too for you, but might be better coming from the big dog himself.
Remind everybody that you have no monitor, so you can't see.
We don't see any comments other than what's coming through on my phone. And what's coming through on my phone is this.
Jerry's watching.
Jerry Kiplinger's watching. Jerry Kiplinger's watching. Or Clyde Finley's watching. Clyde Finley's watching. You know, if you got comments, feel free to shout them out.
So Sarah hasn't watched the show with the Fayette County connection in it?
Sarah, shame on you. You want us to watch Let's Get Personal, you better...
And she probably didn't even hear the announcement, because I tried texting her yesterday and she didn't reply, so she probably doesn't even know that...
July 13th, you're on the air, sweetie pie. You better get with it. I like Sarah. Sarah's a lot of fun. So we got George Foster coming. Is he there for the whole time?
Yeah.
10 to 3. Okay. Now, I'll mention this off air. I'll talk to you about something, then we'll talk more when we come back on. It's time for a break. That's
All right.
It's time for a break.
That's good. All right. Mike's off.
Donuts. Getting a makeover and a name change.
It's every baker's nightmare. Buckling to the snowflake social media pressure, America's tasty glazed treats will now be known as doughy, emotionally compromised yeast rings.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Why wait for real news when you can get all the made-up news you need?
Along with the facts about Ohio's hometown theater, the Murphy.
On the Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and our own YouTube channel with a brand new report every Monday morning.
I have tried so hard to cut back on my daily doughy, emotionally compromised yeast rings intake.
Really, Steve? No one has noticed. And I mean no one.
The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us. You might want to think twice before putting forth any effort in improving your station in life. Why, being all it's cracked up to be turns out not to be all it's cracked up to be.
just ask the Liberty Bell.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Made up news you didn't know you needed to know, including all the latest real news about what's coming to the Murphy Theater.
Ohio's hometown theater in Wilmington, Ohio.
With the Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and our own YouTube channel with a new news report every Monday morning.
On a somewhat related note, Amanda, in my youth, I was once referred to as all that and a bag of chips.
I imagine nowadays you're referred to as all that and an extra large bag of chips. Fried in lard.
Absolutely. The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
We're back. We're talking about the burr. The bear. Well, for some reason, he's been around Sugar Tree Ministries a lot. I think they showed him with a suitcase getting off a bus there or something.
And I also saw he was coming out of that pothole.
Yeah, Wilmington, yeah.
I heard he was going to be East Clinton's new football coach.
No, they got one. You told me.
That's what they say.
Oh, and I
Medina.
thought that was Bear Bryant.
Yeah, the Bears coaching, I'm telling you.
Some guy from Medina, I guess.
That's what they say.
And then Sedini's the principal, right?
Yeah.
That's one of my former players.
Sedini?
Yep. They got it right with him, for sure.
You think so?
Steve's a great
I
man.
hope so. I like Steve.
He's
The only
great
thing I worry
person.
about him,
Charlie's deciding whether he's going to say it.
well, no, I'm going to say it, but I'm going to say it politically correct. And this goes for you too. I don't know what kind of principal you are. If you follow the handbook, you're not going to get in any trouble. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Now, if you start going, I kept on here, that's a pretty good name here in Clinton County, I better not mess with him. Phillips, throw him to the wolves, you know.
The kind of situations you get put in, Charlie, it's very difficult.
But that's why you got that handbook to bail you out.
I mean, that's extremely difficult at times.
But that handbook that bails you out.
And you're right, and that's
It
what you
bails
try
you
to
out.
stick to, but there's many situations.
Well, I didn't write
you deal
this
with,
book,
so.
folks, but this is what it says in the handbook. We're all supposed to abide by. You did this, so you get that. And next time, make a right decision. I mean, it's simple as it gets.
Well, I talked to Steve. 3 words I always live by is fair, firm, and consistent. You know, you get in so many situations, you just try to stick to that, and you'll be fine. Try to think about past practices.
And
how'd you handle this
handbook.
situation in the past?
Well, he doesn't have a past yet. See, that's the thing. Because if they do it by the past, ooh, he's in trouble.
Well, and you can.
He's in trouble.
That's when you call on people that have been through it.
Yeah.
You know? That's me.
He's been with the staff though about 10 years over
Yes, he was
Yeah,
a
but
special
not as
education
principal.
coordinator there.
That principle is a little different deal.
But he's got to see it firsthand too. You know,
Right.
He's in the job he's doing. He got to see some things firsthand. So
And he
that
can
helps.
fix things maybe a little bit. Which I like Mike. I don't have any problem with Mike.
Oh yeah, no, I like. My
And hopefully, does he got a job anywhere? Does anybody know?
I don't know. I haven't talked
Yeah,
to him.
I love Mike. Love his mom and dad.
Yes, great family. Great family. I worked with his mom at Modern Woodman for a few
Yep.
years. Great people.
Yep. Yeah, we've seen the bear. We've heard about the bear. We haven't actually seen the bear live,
Try
but
and get one
he's all over Facebook. He even has his own Facebook page now.
Stephanie says good morning.
Stephanie, how you doing,
He got
Stephanie?
arrested too. I seen that. He was in the
Yeah.
back of the police car.
Yeah. Thomas Breckle, we are not evicted. We're just upstairs. Rick couldn't fit through the real rabbit hole, so we're here. We're here. We got Ryan Briggs with us from the Clinton County Sports Card Memorabilia Show happening this weekend.
Yeah.
Saturday, 10 to 3. Come on out. You've never really kicked out any early birds, though, have you? So, I mean, if you're an early bird and you want to get there, I'm saying this off the record, you might get some deals. 9 o'clock.
Don't get there too early because I won't be there.
You better be there by 9. Heck, I was there first one day.
Yep.
I was like, what the heck, Briggs? I was on you.
I got my son. I'm a teenage boy. I'm trying to get up, and his buddy that comes, and yeah, it's trying to get them going stuff. So Charlie has to wait a little bit usually on.
I just happened to be up. My wife had to be somewhere, so she had to be somewhere at 8:30. So 8:58. So I dropped her off and come to Wilmington, got a little breakfast, got out there early.
There's going to be an auction there Saturday too, so I'm actually happy about that. Bring in
Saturday
some more
night?
people. Saturday
Oh,
during the
outside?
day.
Where
Probably
at?
in one of the other buildings.
Really?
Yeah, they have sign up and everything.
You got me in the same spot, right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
You'll probably be next to George, I'd say, Charlie.
All right.
Yeah.
George, I used to watch you when I was a little kid. How's that make you feel? You
I
old
didn't
man.
get to watch him.
You did, oh, no?
75, 76.
When were you born?
Born in 78. So
Oh,
I heard the
dude.
stories.
Oh, dude. I mean,
Watched
yeah.
the videos.
Yeah, when he come to bat, it's just like, you knew there's a possibility of a home run every
Wasn't
time.
it like 58 home runs? He
Yeah,
had? One of
yeah.
those years, 130 RBIs
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah. Of course, you got, they had all the parts. That's why they called it the Big Red
Yeah.
Machine, I mean,
Best lineup ever.
Pete Rose, Johnny
Oh, yeah,
Bench.
especially when they acquired our Met, as a pitcher, Seaver.
Joe
Right.
Morgan. I mean, Cesar Geronimo.
Yeah, Concepcion.
Didn't they even have? I mean, this was like after '75. Didn't they even pick up Cesar Cedeno for a while? I'll tell you, there's just some legends. Yeah, I think Cedeno played for him too. That guy was nuts. And plus Pedro
One
Borbon.
time.
Dave
They
Parker.
have a lot of legends, I guess you could say, that have gone through the Reds line.
That's what's fun about doing these sports shows like that. You get to reminisce a little bit. You bring out all these old cars and get cards, and you remember, yeah, I remember that guy, Remember Al Rabowski, the mad Hungarian, you know, just crazy people.
Charlie, can I tell a story about Pete Rose real
Sure.
quick? So my dad was athletic director at Clinton Massey in the late 60s, early 70s, for about 7 or 8 years. He was actually AD, baseball, basketball, football coach, and a
Dang.
teacher. I don't know how he did it. He
Dang.
lived there, basically. But they had a Reds versus staff
Yep.
basketball game. And he goes in the locker room. His first time he gets to meet Pete Rose. That was his hero.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
And he wanted to ask, how do they want to play this game? Like, are we playing for fun? Are we playing to win? He asked Pete that question. He
I
said,
can tell you, he
Pete,
probably said, we're playing to win.
Pete looked at him and he said, there's only one way to play the game. And Dad went, oh, okay. Went back and told the staff, you better be ready. They're playing for blood. And they said Pete went out. He was playing hard, running through people, taking charges. But I remember another story he told me. Lee May, you remember? They called him
The Big Bopper,
Big Bopper,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
Dad said there was this one teacher, I don't know who it was, kept getting on his back trying to get rebounds. He basically said, if you do that again, I'm coming after you. Dad said he did that again. He about ran him out of the gym.
Oh, my gosh.
But I love that story about Pete. 'Cause
Oh,
that's
that's
how
Pete
plays.
Rose.
Yeah.
Well, it was you run through a fire in a kerosene suit to play baseball, you know, something
Yeah,
like that. That's one of his quotes.
That's how he played.
And a Fosse or two.
Yeah, he's
Yes. Yep.
Fosse, yeah, exactly.
That was back when the big time athletes would do stuff like that. You couldn't
Yeah.
get them to do that
No,
anymore.
Well,
no
because
way.
of-
Afraid
well,
of
it's
getting
money.
hurt.
Yeah.
Well, it's
and
money.
I get that.
And if they do stuff like that, they can't get insured. So
Right.
they
Yes, I
hurt
get that.
themselves. They could ruin a career and not be
Mhm.
compensated. So
Sure.
insurance companies won't insure them when they're.
I met so many of them by going to that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I saw the same thing at Wilmington College and met Pete Rose and Jack Billingham down there. That's something I got at home. I should just bring that. I got a book I bought years ago, and I don't know what I didn't price it at, but it's got I think it's got all the Big Red Machines autographs in there, but Johnny Bench, I think, or maybe Pete Rose. But I've got it on something else.
You could probably still get Johnny's, but like you know,
Yeah.
these shows, you'd have to pay for it.
Yeah.
I might have Johnny's. Maybe it might be Pete Rose's, but I got Pete Rose's on another thing I inserted in the book.
I'm going to the Nationals. Have you ever been to that?
Yep.
I'm going. Are you going this year? Chicago.
Yep. I'm planning on it.
Yep, I'm going too. I wouldn't be surprised if Johnny's not going to be there. But I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't get any autographs last year because they charge pretty good.
Right.
Well, that's like these Comic Cons. Gene Simmons is doing a Comic Con. Kiss, bass guitar player, $225.
Jeez.
The lady is going to be in here later, Deanne Learman, Bill Learman's wife.
Okay.
She just went to a big, basically Comic Con out in Hollywood.
Okay.
She really liked this show. I've been watching it too. What the heck's it called? I don't know. I'll think about it. Bruce Boxleitner, Kate Jackson.
Oh, you mean the one that she went?
Yeah, what was the name of that show?
Um,
Scarecrow and Mrs. King. And she got all their autographs and stuff. But she said what? It was probably a couple $1,000s to get all the autographs and pictures.
She spent a fortune.
Yeah, but she sold Buckeyes. She earned her
Little too
Buckeyes.
rich for my blood.
Yeah.
Couple grand. But it's not quite time for a break yet. Real quick before we go to break, without thinking, just answer quick. Favorite Reds player
64.
ever?
Oh, Pete Rose.
Pete Rose.
That's easy for me.
Bench.
Larkin.
I like all those.
I'm going
I'll
out.
give answers.
Eric Davis.
He was a
The
good one when he was
potential-
healthy.
The
He was
potential
good.
that man had if he didn't get hurt. My God. I still remember that first at bat at 1990 World Series. Yeah, just athlete and a half.
He was.
All right, we'll be back in just un momento.
Labor analysts have done the math. If God used union workers to create the world, just how long would it take?
6 days and a day of rest? Hardly. Experts say we might still be under construction, but at least we'd be on more solid ground.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Made-up stories just like these are what we're about on The Murphy Report, with a new report every Monday morning on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel.
Plus all the real news about what's coming to the Murphy Theater.
Ohio's hometown theater in the heart of downtown Wilmington.
Hosted by veteran anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone. It's news you might lose. But if you do, we'll find it, we'll pick it up, we'll roll it up, and we'll stick it back in your front screen door.
That sounds more like a newspaper, Steve.
This isn't a newspaper?
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us. Nursery rhyme historians uncover the truth about Jack and Jill.
there was no hill to climb, and new clues cast doubt on there ever being a pail. What could be next? The tortoise and the hare living together?
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett. The nursery rhymes may be made up, but the only thing made up here is the news.
That's right, Steve. On The Murphy Report. With a new report every week beginning Monday morning on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel.
Hard-hitting, cutting edge, and a third less fulfilling.
With veteran news anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone.
A combined 415 years in the news business.
It's made-up news you can count on to get you through your day.
And put you to sleep at night, just like me with my warm milk and cookies. And a plethora of heart-related medications.
Plus all the real news on what's coming to the Murphy Theater.
Ohio's hometown theater in downtown Wilmington.
That's on The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the game is actually over before you storm the court. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
People will buy it.
Then it'll be, you could get some good money.
We're
Yeah.
back on. We're talking about cards and autographs and all that. So Ryan, you're getting ready to tell us, you and Travis, since you have experience here, what is the Nationals?
Boy, it's a huge show.
Yeah.
If you're going up to see everything, you're going to need a couple days, right?
Yep.
It's usually on for about, 3 days, I think?
Yeah, something like that.
And, last year was the first year I went. It was in Cleveland. It's usually in Chicago. It's back to Chicago this year. I'm going to go for one night, I think, one day.
Man, I don't know if I'd go to Chicago for anything. No.
Yeah, I went with my wife one time, and the traffic is insane.
Stupid toll booths.
Yep.
Plus, you might not let you go live. And they carry you out the damn ball.
It's not real safe either, but so
But
be
it's
it.
just vendors upon vendors,
Oh my
upon
goodness.
vendors upon vendors.
And that's what we were talking about, Charlie's autographs. I bet you if you want to get an autograph of someone, they're going to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't believe the amount of people.
Really?
But the price that you have to pay
Yeah.
too, it's
I can't really think of a
crazy.
big sports figure I'd want to get an autograph from. Right offhand.
But and you said I remember last year, like Chevy Chase was there.
Yeah.
Cousin Eddie, I forget what his
Really?
name is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, cousin Eddie was supposed to be at the Nashville Comic Con I went to, and he never showed up.
oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. But I think it was like $20 to get in. But there's so many you can get like VIP passes.
Right.
Yeah.
That gets you in. You get in early. You get to basically cut in line for the autographs, but it's like $400 or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase at the Comic Con, his was 150, I think.
Okay.
And they had a little private booth for him. You couldn't take his picture unless he was just out walking around or something.
We was talking about Johnny Bench. He's gonna be there.
I see.
Yep.
I figured he would be.
So how much is his autographs? Does it say?
Gosh, it's probably over 100, isn't it?
I was just looking at the thing. I wasn't looking at prices.
Autograph tickets.
Yep, that's what Yeah, and you got to get them well in advance
Yeah.
too. Don't think you're getting them when you get up there.
Right.
Get 'em well in advance. But there's also a trade night.
Yeah.
So you go down after every show. Last year was in this airplane hangar, basically, is where it was at in Cleveland. And you go down in the basement, and there's vendors down there. There's basically just people like us down there wanting to sell and buy certain things, and they have a card that's got that on there. So, if you want to stop at that table or not.
My
But
problem.
it's a lot of fun.
There's just so many card things now that I'm just.
Well, you use the apps. Everybody uses I know eBay, but what's the other one?
Card ladder.
Card ladder. Yes, that's one of them they use.
Is that a free app?
There's 3 levels to
Yes.
it. You just don't get some of the perks
Because there's one on there that you have to pay. It's like stock. It'll say buy at this time, sell at this time, what cards to buy and sell at that time.
Right.
Is it hard to know whether they're authentic or not? I mean, if you're just out buying.
That's a good question. There's some of them. I'll be honest with Mickey Mantle's one of the worst.
Yeah.
There's some cards that wow. Michael Jordan rookie card.
Rookie.
I have one that's a reprint. You look at it compared to the real thing, what's the difference? I mean, there's this little dot on the back that you can barely see. It's like, what?
Most of these are done with auto pen now.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, and you said it off air. I did that with that Jordan card because I had a lot of people look at it and they're like, I don't know. I sent it to PSA and it came back and had a question mark on it.
Right.
Question authenticity. So they weren't really sure, to be honest.
Wow. Yeah.
So, but you got to be real careful of that. If it's not PSA certified, especially something like that, I probably wouldn't be buying it.
Right.
Well, you just don't sell it. You just be honest with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
I don't know if it's real or not.
I sold an autograph last month, and I told the guy, I said, look, these are all mailed out, supposedly, and mailed back in from a guy. And that's why I bought them. I said, they should be legit. It was a Harry Carey autograph.
Oh, yeah.
I had that one there. I sold it, yeah.
Huh.
You were interested in that, weren't you?
Yeah, I always like listening to Harry Carey. He was just a
Holy
different guy.
cow.
Yeah, yep. He's like Marty and Joe, legendary.
And give me the 7th inning stretch. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Take me out. That old raspy voice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, heck, you'll see some people at like the National. They'll be at this one table going through like their quarter boxes, dollar boxes, and they'll be there all day just going through.
Yes, you're right. There is
just going through at this one table is this guy's cards.
You kind of give up looking through that box, right?
Right, exactly.
Every card.
Well, see, that's my problem. I've got some boxes. I just got tons of stuff. I don't even know what the hell's in it. I guess I could bring one of those, and if somebody wants a card, we could look it up real
Was
quick.
it?
Yeah.
I forget which National it was, but it was around one of Russell Westbrook's MVPs, and a buddy of mine was going through a quarter box, found all kinds of rookies of Westbrook in them, and he came out high on the hog because he went around and started selling them a couple days later at the show at different booths, and he only had a quarter in it.
And that's
so how much was he getting for them?
Oh, I can't remember, but it was way more than a quarter.
Yeah.
You never know what you have sometimes.
Right.
And that's why like these auctions are good to go to. There might be a card in there nobody knew was in there.
Right.
I mean, it could be a $500 or more card.
Yep.
See, I've got to figure all that. See, I thought about taking some risk with the Pokemon that way, but I don't know anything about them.
Yeah. I can't help you there. I know nothing.
I know very little.
I know nothing.
Well,
I know nothing.
and you can find those at yard sales a lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon cards.
I tell you the thing at the auctions, Ken's auctions are the best to go to.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to his?
Yeah.
End of June, he's got one. And he told us we could do this. He's like, mark the boxes. If you go through and you look, there's a card in there, put a mark on the box. And when it comes back around, he'll even say, like, is there any boxes you want to bid on first before we go through anything? And a lot of guys say, can we bid on that box? There's probably something in there. If you haven't looked at it yet. So, but there's so many cards, it's hard to do that.
Right.
It's hard to look through all of them.
Yeah.
You never know.
Interesting. Well, you know what? it's just fun. The reminiscing part, it's like his show.
Yeah.
Every day, just sitting around shooting the bull.
Yeah.
You know, most people don't do this anymore. It's all online.
Yeah,
You know,
that's right.
let's text each other. Let's and even a friend of mine who we used to talk on the phone all the time. He's like a texter now, so he never talks to me. He just texts. I'm like, and I'm okay with that. I personally like texting, but
Don't send emails.
Yeah.
emails is the biggest waste of time. I deleted. I was down to 0 emails. I'm already back up to like 2,000. I just need to go in and delete them all again.
Yeah.
Don't send me an email if you want an answer.
So-
You can send them.
To switch to something, Charlie, I hate to switch topics. I'll put on my principal hat. You know, next year it's a law. You can't have cell phones in school.
That's
It's
good.
an actual law. To what you
Is
just
it
said.
Ohio law?
Yes, Ohio law.
Yeah.
So no one can have a cell phone?
They can bring them, but they have to be locked up, which is already our policy.
Right.
They
So
have
do
to
you
be
have
locked
like a
up.
lockbox they put them in?
They have to be locked up in lockers. Every kid's going to be supplied a lock, and it has to be locked from as soon as they walk in that school building until that bell rings at the end of the day. They can't have them out. And then we have steps, because I'm sure some will, and they have in the past, steps that we take. This is first time, this is second time, this is third time what happens, you know. So.
Well, you get those parents.
Yeah, oh yeah, well those are banned too, that's part of it. You talking Apple Watches?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are banned too.
Yeah, I can see that being
Yeah.
That's all right. You take my phone. I got it right here, baby.
And but
Yeah.
what
Has
you
your cell phone
said,
number.
they've said, and I agree with it. It takes away their attention from focusing on school and also communicating with people.
Right.
Right.
You know, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
they don't know how to do that.
Here's my philosophy on that. My philosophy is let them have phones, but they can only be out when the teacher says. Because let's face it, here's the thing: we are now in a technological society.
Yep.
And yes, it'd be nice for you to know everything, just to know it. But you're going to revert to your phones. You know, I do it now. You know, if I
Oh,
need,
yeah, we-
I use that stupid AI to. I'll hit
Chat
that.
GPT.
I'll hit that AI to. Well, not even on the Facebook. How
Oh,
can I
yeah.
write this where it sounds more professionally?
Yep.
I do that just to mess with people.
I
I
do
think
too.
it's hilarious.
Yep.
You know, Deanne Lerman's in the house. How you doing, Deanne?
She smells like Buckeyes. I think she's got Buckeye.
Did you bring Buckeyes?
No, I haven't had time this week.
Oh man,
Sorry.
no Buckeyes. You missed out, right?
Oh darn.
You ever had her Buckeyes?
Nope.
She sells her Buckeyes all over the world, brother.
Oh.
She
nice.
does. She does. She's I'm serious, Australia,
Internationally known.
Germany, Scotland.
Wow.
She went to this Comic-Con out in California and was requested to bring Buckeyes out there to sell, even to Bruce Boxlight.
Wow. Big time.
You ought to bring your Buckeyes to the card show Saturday.
Yes,
set
please
up.
do.
There you go.
Haven't got any meat up.
I bet you could sell more there than because men like to eat.
If I was, oh yes. Yes,
The
we
problem
do.
is the heat.
Huh?
Oh,
The heat
okay.
with the chocolate.
Well, that's why they have
Yep.
these things called what do they call those coolers? Yeah, put ice in there.
The
Yeah.
problem is they take it away and it melts.
We got a refrigerator there. You can
There
put
you
them in.
go. Ah.
Bring 'em up.
I already have plans for Saturday.
Oh darn.
Well, this happens every Saturday.
Every Saturday?
Not every Saturday. Every month. Every month. About give Ryan a heart attack here.
I can't do that. My wife wouldn't like that either.
All right, now we already spoke about the Reds player that you'd want to get an autograph from, right?
No.
What was it?
Favorite
Reds?
player.
Favorite
said
player.
favorite player.
Well, let's do it real quick before we take this break. Favorite Bengals player.
Boomer Esiason.
I met him several times. I used to work at the Bengals
Did you?
at Wilmington College. Yeah.
Yep.
Kenny Anderson.
That's who I was probably gonna say.
Kenny Anderson. How can you not say Burrow?
Well, Burrow's going to
Currently,
be the
yeah.
Cowboys, so it won't matter.
Yeah.
Burrow's not going to be any. Yeah, only.
Burrow's
Only in
he hasn't
your
proven
dreams.
nothing yet.
And
He's
Charlie,
still young.
I want to send a shout out to two other ones, Icky Woods and David Fulcher. Getting to meet them, those two
Yeah,
guys are class
yeah.
acts, for sure.
I should have went and talked to Fulcher that day. We should have had him
He's
on.
a good
Yeah,
man.
next time.
He'll be coming back.
Well, we need to get him to do like a 15, 20-minute live, just get more people out there. I wasn't sure, that was the first time I was out there, so I wasn't sure. I didn't want to overstep my bounds.
They're
I
good
know.
people.
I almost overstepped them last night. There were some people there I wanted to talk to, but I didn't. There's these young people. I mean, they look like they were 20, 15, 20 years old. They had name tags on. All of them were doctors. I'm like, how in the heck are you a doctor? You don't even look like you're out of school yet. You're out of high school. Did you see them? I was like, and what? There was like neurologists. You know, they were like big time doctors. I wanted to start talking to them, but I didn't. I did get somebody a Wake Up Wilmington thing last night. Oh, that was the Air Force Reserve. Remember they were out front? I gave them more information if they ever wanted to come on Wake Up Wilmington. So we'll take a break. We'll be back. And Deanne, you go. We got a chair for you over there. So you guys got to suck it in, though. Okay. Suck it in. Right. Get Deanne in there. All right. Because we're gonna play the games when we come back.
So you're into fishing?
Who says living with labels is a bad thing? Especially bright, easy to read labels with a large font.
When one man's drinking fountain is another man's bidet.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
All the pretend news to fill your day.
Trust your most unreliable source.
The Murphy Report. Made up stories almost like these and real stories on what's coming to the Murphy.
Ohio's hometown theater in downtown Wilmington.
Every Monday morning on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel.
You know, Amanda, I label just about everything in my house, even my clothes, even my shoes. One shoe I have labeled R, and the other shoe I have labeled NR.
NR?
Yeah, not right.
You're not right.
The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us. Local religious leaders pondering taking Sundays off.
Holy Toledo, Batman. Are religious holidays next on the chopping block?
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Investigative reporting. It's what we do, sometimes on the Murphy Report.
Nothing is off limits in our newsroom, except baby turtles.
The Murphy Report. A new report every Monday on the Murphy Theater website and our own YouTube channel.
Amanda, did you know that I once felt I had a calling and gave serious consideration to joining the priesthood?
Oh, I can see that. You seem sincere, spiritual sort of person, not wrapped up in the petty trappings of society, littered with ego and vanity. What made you decide not to do it?
I don't look good in black.
Amen to that. The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us.
Indulge in a variety of mouth-watering dishes, from juicy burgers and fresh salads to stacked sandwiches, delicious pizzas, warm soups, crispy fries, and finger-licking wings. Every bite is crafted with care using hand-grinded and breaded ingredients made right here in-house. Whether you're dining solo or with family or hanging out with friends, we have something to satisfy every craving. That's the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse, the best fries in town.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the game is actually over before you storm the court. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Back to.
I hit the button in
so I've got
between.
a complete circle.
What's that?
I carry the insurance.
I didn't get it all out.
You carry the insurance. Okay, I don't blame you. That's important.
Well, that way he's semi-retired.
Yeah.
But I still
You gotta
carry
read
the
more.
insurance.
The insurance is important, that's for
Oh,
sure.
Oh, let's see what that's they gonna do in the Middle East.
Oh, I know it is.
We do need to talk about it.
I know. I wanted to put it in there. Just I want a viewer.
We are back in the panel.
And we got you all in.
And Dean, you gotta scoot closer to Ryan.
Oh, come on in.
You don't bite, do you?
No, I don't bite. Just sometimes.
That's not what the students say.
Don't
All right.
listen to them.
Well,
Be careful now,
let's play
Charlie.
a little. Well, let me give you local birthdays first. Here we go. Jeff Howard, Paul Fear, his birthday today. This is a name from the past, Rick. You'll remember Bill Dickinson's birthday today.
Yes, Bill.
Broke my pen, didn't you?
He's a Cowboys fan.
Reba Cooper. Dwayne Doo-Wop Durst. That's a Manchester resident.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, Doo-Wop. You know Doo-Wop?
No, I don't. To be honest.
I remember.
Killing me, Smalls. How you go home every day?
Huh? Back roads?
I mean, you probably don't go up by Chubby's, do you?
No. Every now and then.
Dwayne is catty corner to Chubby's. He's got a car place there.
Okay.
Ellen Patton, Tony Borragero, Anthony Davis, Bobby Sue Pearson Walker,
Oh, yeah.
and Sean, remember Sean Hubbard, his birthday today. All right, here we go. The rapper Macklemore. How old is Macklemore? Give me your guesses.
I only listen to-
46.
I only listen to country.
46
Charlie,
is
so-
high.
39.
39 is low.
42.
42, ding, 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 ding. Paul Abdul.
Oh.
Take 2 steps forward, I take 2 steps back.
60.
I would say she's 52.
Wait a minute, what'd you say?
I said 63.
Ding, 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 ding.
really?
No winner. A secret closet Paul Abdul fan over there. There you go.
They're so scared.
Ann Wilson of Heart.
58.
Oh, higher.
73.
Well, it's higher, not just a little bit higher.
What was the?
73.
75.
75, yep,
Oh, okay.
75.
Yeah.
Kathleen?
It was 69.
Okay.
Kathleen Turner, Romancing the Stone. That's one thing I
Oh,
remember.
I just saw a picture of her. She doesn't look good. I want to say she's 79.
Lower,
76.
lower,
74.
lower.
67.
Too low. 67 to
72.
72 is just a little bit high.
71.
71. There you go. Dirk Nowitzki, sports guys. Here you go. Retired
40
NBA player.
46.
That's just a little bit low.
47.
47. There you go.
49.
Felicia Rashad.
Ooh. It's a Mod's wife, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my
That used to be on the Cosby Show.
Yeah, I want to say 42.
Felicia Rashad?
How about
She's
61?
She was probably 42 back in the 80s,
I
you
was
know,
gonna
when
say, like,
the Cosby
66
Show was on.
maybe.
Ah.
Oh,
66 is low.
I was thinking the wrong Cosby.
You're thinking the
68.
kids,
I
right?
was thinking one of the kids.
Higher than
76.
68. 76 is just a little bit low. 77. There you go. Jerry is here too in the background today.
Bill Leverett is watching.
Bill Learman is watching. Bill, were your ears
Why are
burning?
his lips moving?
All good things
Always.
about you, Bill.
Boris?
Wait a minute, I gotta ask you a question.
Oh,
Oh,
we're in
here we
trouble.
go.
I got it. Does Bill talk in his sleep?
No.
There you go.
Just checking.
We're just teasing, Bill.
I figure he did play by
We
play.
love you, Bill.
Boris Johnson, the ex UK Prime Minister, right? Boris Johnson, her leader.
Was he ever prime minister?
I don't know. He was a leader in the UK. Boris Johnson.
No clue.
Who did the song Boris the Spider?
64.
64 is high.
Oh.
59.
59 is low.
61.
61. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, here we go, sports fans.
Okay.
Devin Mesoraco.
Former Reds
Yeah,
catcher.
former Reds catcher.
40.
Lower.
36.
Just a little bit higher.
35.
Just a little bit higher.
Oh.
34.
We need to go over math, Charlie. We have a math
He's
lesson.
putting. That's all I gotta say.
Bill said you're gonna ace these birthdays.
37. 37.
Wrong.
All right. In memory, people that were born today but have since passed away. Lou Gehrig. He was born on this date.
And he died at a young age. though.
Yes, he
How old
did.
was
Yeah.
Mid-thirties
And
or something?
Jerry really lives up to, Mo Howard. Curly, and Mo.
Oh, yeah.
Mo. All right. So let's see. Wow, we've got chain connection. We can go 2 against 2.
Okay.
And we got 2 evil emperors to throw in their help.
I hope you
All right,
carry
so-
the team.
Oh, I don't know about that.
So we're gonna let Deanne pick. Deanne, you get to pick one of these yahoos or Ryan as your
Take
guest.
Ryan, he's right beside me. I can vote, I can.
There you go.
So Ryan and Deanne are, so Deanne, it's your choice. You go first or select column, A or B.
Hey,
A, all right. So that means you guys are going first.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Please just answer your chain connection.
Oh,
all
not
right,
somebody
here.
else's. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. I won the game for the other team.
You
last
won that
time. Yeah.
game for the other team. And I'll be honest with you, okay? I did these on column A, I got an 85. On column B, I got a 90. So here we go. Candy C.
Okay.
Is that what you're going
Yeah.
with? Candy cane.
Well,
Yeah, that's right.
He said that's what we're going with.
No. He knows I'm not the final answer. That's what he knows.
Cane S.
Saka. King. Saka.
Sucka, not sucker.
Cane.
Sugar.
Yeah.
So what you
We're
going
going
with?
With sugar cane.
Cane sugar is right.
Ooh.
Sugar R.
We're running.
Now, if they run it, you guys will have a chance to
We
run
can
it also.
steal it. Okay.
You have a chance to run it also. Sugar R.
It's not sugar daddy.
No. Sugar R.
That's an Archie song. Sugar.
Oh, yeah.
Sugar, sugar.
Oh, honey, honey, da, 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 da. You are my candy
All
girl.
Yes.
5, 4,
Yes.
3,
Sugar rope.
2. Rope.
Yeah, sugar rope.
And
Okay.
all right, here we go. The guests.
The wheels have been turning, but I can't.
Now,
figure
I'm gonna
something.
be honest with you. The first one here was tough for me.
Okay.
But after that, I ran it. So if you get this first one, Walnut B. I got this one, but it took me a couple letters. Walnut B.
A couple letters.
It did, yeah. This.
So it's not the.
brownie,
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Good
There you go.
guess.
That's a great guess.
not the right
I couldn't think of anything.
All right. Sugar are you? I got the greatest hint in the world, but I'm not gonna give it. Don't tell them that. Don't just make them work on it on their
I'm
own.
not gonna give it to him. Evil Emperor's taking this game off.
It can't be. Sugar. Are you?
Are you? It's not a Van Halen album either. You got that at least. That's good. Dan, no cheating over there.
I think I got the steal, Charlie.
Well, you can't steal. You can't steal.
Oh, we can't steal.
5.
I'm trying to change the rules as well.
No,
I
you
don't
never
know.
can steal. 4. But you can say, what a lot of teams will do is they'll say wrong answers to try to throw them off. The guy did that the other day, though, and he said the right answer. 3,
Hmm.
2,
No clue.
1, and all right. Here we go. Walnut BR.
Still not brownie.
It's not
Still not
brownie, no.
Thinking bread.
What?
Walnut bread.
Walnut bread.
So I've never had
Never had it either. Any ideas?
Oh, no
That's
idea.
what I think it is.
What? Jerry said. Is that what you're gonna go with?
Sure, why not?
That's right.
Is it really?
Walnut bread.
Wow.
Thank you,
Bread.
Jerry.
Bread.
Oh, really? I've never
I've never
had
heard of
bread.
Thank you. I hadn't either. It took me 2 or 3 letters.
Thanks, Jerry.
All
That
right,
was like the very first
You
thing that
guys-
came to my mind.
Huh.
you guys might run it.
Okay.
Bread P.
Well, that ended quick.
That's easy. Bread P.
Only thing I can think of is peanut,
No.
but it's not it.
They know it already.
Because it's probably red PU.
I would say it is.
These guys aren't gonna like you. Give them a
Bread
last
pudding.
hint. Bread pudding.
I don't
Pudding.
have that very often either. That's why I couldn't think
Good
of
stuff.
that. Yeah.
See, but you got Deanne on you. See, that's the
Nice,
thing. She
nice.
picked the right column for her.
Yeah.
Pudding pea.
Pop.
Pudding pop.
There we
I told
go.
you could run it. Pop tea.
Pop Tart.
Pop tart.
All right,
Yeah.
here we go.
Ooh.
Tart C.
I'm sorry.
Tart C. C is in cucumber. Yeah, C.
Sound like a pickle?
Yeah, it is like a pickle. Yeah.
It's pre-pickle. Pre-pickle.
He wore a pickle outfit in here one day.
Oh, is
The
that
whole
right?
shit.
Tart C.
Tart C. C. Five, four. You know it? You guys know
Go
it?
with the-
Three.
Yeah.
Jerry.
Tart candy.
And. All right, you guys, let's see.
Get back to the beginning for us.
Candy cane, cane
Yeah.
sugar, sugar, R-U-S.
You guys should have got this real fast.
Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Sugar Rush.
There
Yeah.
you go, Sugar Rush. Duh. Okay, Rush. Now you guys might run it. Rush H.
Hour. Yep.
There you go.
Okay.
Rush Hour, right? Hour G. Look at Jerry.
Hourglass.
So what you going with? Hourglass is right. For the win.
Uh-oh.
But no, who went first? You guys?
They went
Yeah.
first.
So they would have a chance to tie.
Yes.
Okay.
Glass C. This is for the win. Jerry already knows
I'm not saying it.
it. Stop it. Stop.
He didn't say one word to
Oh,
none of
yes, he did.
No, he didn't. He just looked at me.
He did, yeah.
Charlotte, Jerry.
I think we've got Hillary Clinton coming on here. Give him the block.
No, smack.
Do you know?
What is it? Glass?
C. 5, 4,
You got the best clue you could get.
3,
Oh. Say something.
2.
Glass cup.
You guys got it. You can win now. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, let's see. You guys had walnut bread, bread pudding, pudding pop, pop tart, tart CH.
Ah.
You could give them other answers.
Tart CH.
I know.
Oh.
Go for it. I don't.
That, tart chocolate?
Ah.
have a chance.
You still have a chance.
We still have a chance. Someone feel sorry for it. Maybe.
No hints.
No hints now. They got everything.
This is still for the win.
No, yeah.
Glass.
C.
Man, I think I was, yeah, CE, yeah, CE. See, they both know it. You know it? You guys know it down there? Don't tell them, but you know.
Oh, this is pathetic.
It's the pressure.
Yeah,
That's right.
Both of them gave you hints. Both of them gave. Stop it.
Glass ceiling.
Jerry, Jerry, the whole first time doing this.
I didn't see that
You
either.
gotta remember, Hillary Clinton was supposed to
break the glass ceiling.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, let's do.
They have the balloons ready now.
Let's,
yeah.
No, they can still tie it.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Tart CHE. I can't believe Deanne's not getting
Yeah.
this. This is right up your alley.
Yeah. This is.
Brian, I
It
can
has
see
two
you.
things and a stem.
You being in different stuff and chocolate and everything. I figured
Yeah.
you'd try on this.
CHE.
They usually put them on top of milkshakes.
I don't know how good Ryan is.
Cherry.
Cherry, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Travis gave you the big hint there.
I don't usually
Thanks,
dip
Travis.
cherries.
It's good sportsmanship.
Yep.
Yes, but the question is, can you tie the cherry stem with your tongue?
No.
Rick says he can.
Memories. What? Oh, I'm sorry.
What we got?
Cherry P.
Oh.
Oh, they're not done?
Oh, this is easy.
Yeah.
Cherry pie.
Oh, cherry pie, yeah.
Cherry pie. There you go. And with that, Mr. Briggs, good luck at your show. I will see you Saturday. And George Foster's going to be at the show.
Yes.
10 to 3.
Take care.
Deanne, you ought to come
I
out.
will attempt to.
Hey, Deanne, you
Yes.
and Bill ought to come out to the show.
Yes.
We
Meet
got
George
things going
Foster.
on Saturday. Oh, it's
10
in
to 3.
Blanchester?
No, it's in Wilmington Fairgrounds.
Oh, was it?
10 to 3.
All right, we're going great.
He's working.
We'll be back.
A major shakeup in the pharmaceutical industry as Flintstone Vitamins taken to task for tasting nothing like Fred or Wilma.
And as for Pebbles, well, she's already a fruity breakfast cereal. Why dietitians and nutritionists coast to coast are warning us to yabba dabba don't when it comes to ingesting these chalky childhood chewables.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Looking out for your health and well-being is just a sample of the kind of made-up news you can expect on The Murphy Report.
Earning the reputation as the mistrusted name in news isn't something that we take lightly.
In fact, most wouldn't take it at all.
And our efforts reflect that, with a trophy case in our lobby filled wall to wall with empty shelves.
Let the other outlets vie for trophies and your respect.
We're simply too busy making it up to care for such accolades, with a new report posted every Monday on the Murphy Theater website and YouTube channel.
The Murphy Report, with veteran news anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, the perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization, event, or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com, or give us a call at 740-335-6481, and we can help plan your event. We look forward to seeing you there.
On, and we are getting personal.
Oh, let's get personal, personal. Let's get personal, personal. Let's get personal, personal. Let's get personal, personal.
Whatever.
And we actually have a premiere date.
Yeah, June
July 13th.
July 13th.
Sunday, July the 13th.
Sunday, July 13th at 5 to 8. Come and hear about how screwed up young people are in the dating world today. I can save that man. I can save him.
I think you just did an impression of I'm not going No, you make a valid point.
Yes, yes. I can save him. Girls, you kill me. My daughter's like that. So it drives me nuts. I can
Yeah,
save
just so you
him.
know, sometimes it gets even worse.
I can turn him into what
See,
I want.
I work during the day. I don't have the honor of
We've never been
seeing it
down
every
the
day.
rabbit hole today.
Everybody else watches this at work. You can start watching this at work. You wouldn't believe how many people. I've got to be careful. I've got a list in my head. People I can't shout out during the show because I'm working.
It's like the kiss cam at the stadium.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not supposed to be with this
Right,
person.
exactly.
up at the other location, we were doing the show. We called out the guy, and
He was on another
he
radio
was on another
station
radio
watching
station
us.
doing his show.
Oh my
And
word.
he said, "Oh, don't ever call me out like that."
Oops.
Yeah, it was funny.
Oopsie daisy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Deanne is here, and Deanne, she's here to talk about an eventful weekend she had in Steubenville
It
last week.
was very eventful. Oh.
And I got to interrupt because it's interesting with her name being Deanne.
Deanne, that's right,
So there you
Deanne.
go.
That's
I'm
why
just,
she
I'm
likes.
just pointing that out.
Just coincidence.
She's even got her name on her shirt.
Yeah. So we went to the annual Dean Martin Festival in Steubenville, Ohio. It was under new leadership with Cindy. She's from Texas. And interesting story. Last year we went. A lot of the store owners didn't even know it was the Dean Martin. Have a Facebook page, and so she was telling us and kept us updated all year round. So it was very well put together. They're trying to raise funds, and they had an auction, so I got some stuff from the auction to put a bronze statue at Fort Sumter, or Fort Steuben, so that of Dean Martin, so that they want to.
He's gonna go downstairs and bring in Dean Martin on that.
So it was very good. They had trolley rides, and it was a very informative trolley ride. We found out. Did you know that you know who George Burns is?
Yeah.
Did you know that he proposed to Gracie there in Steubenville?
No.
Yeah. So did not know that, and so it was a very good event. It started on Thursday. We didn't get there until Saturday. Well, we stayed in Wheeling, West Virginia, and at the Hampton. There we go.
We've been back there.
And but they had concerts. They had golf tournaments. They had runs. How appropriate, Steve.
There you go.
But if you ever have the opportunity and it's on Father's Day, but we never went because when Bill's dad was still with us, we, spent Father's Day with him. But since both of our dads have since passed, he says, "Okay, let's go to Steubenville for the festival." So, and then we went to what's known as the Spot Bar, which they have all the entertainment. And that was when the skies opened up. On Saturday
You mean
night.
it rained in Ohio?
Oh, it poured in Steubenville.
That's the first rain we got in all spring.
Well, in fact, I'm not sure if you heard about Wheeling, West Virginia, and the flash floods. It was just outside our hotel where we were staying at.
Wow.
And so there was been 7 people killed or
Really?
have died in the floods.
Dan, can you answer a question that I think a lot of people have had about Dean Martin?
Okay. I will attempt to.
The gimmick was always that he was always drinking, but I heard that it was always ginger ale or water in his glass.
Apple juice.
Apple juice.
Apple juice.
There you go.
So no. And a good case in point is how
But the
would.
cigarettes were real.
Oh, they were
Oh,
real.
yes.
Yeah. But
They weren't the candy.
you can't say that he drank as much as what he did and go out and golf at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
He was a very good golfer, and so even when he went to Vegas, he would find the golf course and he had a green in his house to where the kids knew you didn't mess with him at that time because he was practicing his putt.
Eisenhower had one in his backyard
Yeah.
too, yeah.
So he was very, very good golfer.
Was that when he was president?
No, he actually has a home in Gettysburg area, and he has a green in the back.
And what's neat is in the museum there in Steubenville, they have a room just for Dean. His dad was a barber, and his mom was a seamstress. She made a wedding dress, and it is on display in this room. It has all the different albums and everything. So it's definitely worth going to.
He has a daughter that is a singer.
Dina.
That
She has a
still
show.
tours and
She has a show on online on Fridays at 3:00.
yeah, my brother brought that to my attention.
Yeah.
Said maybe you want to look into bringing her around.
Well,
Well,
you saw somebody up there that you thought Steve should know about.
Yeah, his name is Joe.
Oh, Joe.
Oh, Joe, everybody knows
You know
Joe.
Joe.
Joe who?
Well,
Is it spelled Joe?
It's
J-O-E?
Joe Mama. It's Joe Mama.
No, it's not Joe. In fact, I sent the information to Cindy because she was interested, but his name is
Joe Scalisi.
yeah, and he would consider coming. And
He's
he
a
said,
Dean Martin guy.
yeah, and he sounds like, and what's amazing is they have karaoke contest to who can sound like Dean Martin. Well, his son is 19. He's even better than his dad.
Really?
If truth be known, yeah. And what was neat was that he had purchased a tux that was worn by Dean Martin, and he had it in the case. I forget how many thousands of dollars he spent for this tux, but he has it in glass.
Wow.
So, but it's an unbelievable experience.
What did Dean pass away from? Was it cancer?
Probably, and a broken heart. He
Yeah.
never was the same after Dean Paul passed away. His son had died in an airplane crash. And what's interesting, a lot of people are not aware of it, but Dean passed away December 25th of 1995. His mom passed away, I believe, 30 years to the day that he did.
Huh.
So
Interesting.
both passed away on Christmas Day.
Deanne, we have that cut out in our lobby, and I'll tell you what makes me feel old and also makes me feel sad and puts things in perspective.
People don't know who it is.
Someone comes up and says, "Who's this?"
Oh, I know.
That's sad.
Like, wow.
I know.
Wow.
That does make me feel old.
Well, that's even like the Blues Brothers. People, I had a Blues Brothers card. What's this all about?
I had a fake name tag. A patron made it for me. It says Skippy Merriweather, executive director. And every now and then I wear it, depending on the night of whatever concert is. But I put it on Dean one time, and some young kid said, "So that's Skippy Merriweather." And they look at me, and I said, "Yes, it is. That's Skippy Merriweather."
Acute respiratory failure resulting from emphysema. Lifelong smoker and also been diagnosed with lung cancer in 1993.
Yeah.
You never saw him without
Though he
cigarettes.
declined surgery.
Even on stage.
Died in
you know?
95.
That was part of his
Cigarette.
Declined surgery in 1993.
Well, when his son passed away, he lost his will, and they I
78.
shouldn't say it, huh?
He was 78.
Indulge in a variety of mouth-watering
in
dishes, from juicy burgers and fresh
1990
salads to stacked sandwiches,
1998.
delicious pizzas, warm soups,
They did
crispy
the comeback
fries, and
tour
finger-licking
down at
wings.
Riverfront
Every
with
bite is
Frank
crafted
and
with
Sandy
care
Davis
using
Jr.
hand-grinded and breaded ingredients
And
made
fortunately,
right here
I got
in-house.
tickets.
Whether
I
you're
was
dining
ready to
solo
go.
or with family
I
or
spent
hanging
more
out with
than I've ever
friends,
spent on
we
a
have
ticket
something
at
to
that time.
satisfy every
And,
craving. That's the Rusty
a
Keg
month
in
before
Washington
he
Courthouse.
bowed out
The best
and
fries
flew
in
back
town.
to California, so I didn't get to see him. They replaced it with Liza Minnelli. I didn't care much for her.
All right.
But Sammy Davis Jr.
Liza always seems to be on the verge of something
Of
that
something.
you go, "Oh, I don't want to be here for that."
But Sammy Davis Jr. and Frank Sinatra gave a good show.
Oh,
I did
yeah.
enjoy that.
And you said Buddy Rich was playing drums for Sinatra at that time, didn't you?
I believe so, yes.
Ah, Buddy Rich.
I had the Rusty Keg ad playing while we were talking.
Oh.
We were talking about delicious fingers, chicken fingers, and
Well, hopefully, did they hear us too?
So did they
or-
hear anything?
I have to charge them extra. No, they heard.
Oh.
Okay.
But it's a fabulous concert, or it was a fabulous concert. But the festival, it's sad to see a small town that was once thriving with the steel mills and everything, that now they had over 40,000 for population. Now it's down to about 10 to 15,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Smaller than Wilmington,
Oh, it's
right?
smaller than Wilmington.
Wow. And is this not that this isn't a big deal? Is this their thing? Is this it for Steuben?
They also have a Nutcracker festival in
Oh.
December, and then the week before they had a Greek festival. So they are trying to do something. They have amazing murals, and when we took the trolley around Steubenville, they showed us the different murals, And Hang On Sloopy was wrote by someone from Steubenville. So, well, and they're very good with their football because Clint Massey has gone to Steubenville and played. They have in fact, the football field is right beside the Kroger's in Steubenville. That has the Dean Martin mural on the Kroger's.
They don't make these kind of people
No,
anymore.
No, they don't.
No. Well, that's the difference between a movie star and the people that we have in Hollywood today.
Yes.
You know what I liked about Dean? He never seemed eager. It never seemed like, gosh, I hadn't like he was ever in a hurry. Like he never seemed to be pressured.
right.
He always seemed to be always the chillest one in the room.
Well, when they did the roast,
That's what you're saying. I love the roast.
He had put
Foster Brooks.
he had put so many must-haves in order to do the show. So he says, the only way that I'll do is I'll show up on Sunday from this time to this time and do it. So, and they agreed.
Mm-hmm.
And so what would happen is that Tommy Tune, I don't know if you know who Tommy Tune is.
Oh yeah, Broadway choreographer, about 6'9".
He would sit in and they would videotape it, and they said, well, and they would play it back for him so that he would learn all of his moves. And so he said, do you want me to Tommy Tune? He says, well, do you want me to do it opposite so he knows? He says, no, he'll figure it out. And so they did it in one take, and it's really interesting. I like Dean Martin.
Yeah, you can tell.
Him and Bruce Boxleitner is up there,
Does he have any family still there?
No.
Nobody.
No.
I'm sure he's got people who claim to be family.
Well, actually 2 years ago, I did get to meet his first cousin that came in for the parade.
That like he still have his boyhood home where people can see it?
No, we went by the lot where it was.
The house is gone. Now
The house is gone. And then,
No,
it's a vacant lot. But on the tour, we did get to go by the house that he occupied in his teens,
Okay.
and it's still there.
But they're not. It's not like a museum.
Do they have like a little sign out?
No,
there?
they should. They have a sign when you go into town, a marker. But yeah, it's.
Because he's definitely an icon of that era.
Yeah.
Do they have like a movie theater in Steubenville? I wonder if they would ever do like an annual Dean Martin movie festival.
They are in the process of refurbishing it.
Oh, are they looking for an executive director?
We don't want to lose them.
Steubenville.
But yes, they do have, in fact,
Can you commute?
it's a 3-hour drive.
Might be a little far.
2 years ago when we was there, they were showing Rio Bravo and another movie.
Nice.
So they are in the process of refurbishing it. But the downtown has a few new stores, but mostly the same ones that has always been there. But the cream of the crop is to go and eat at Naples. That was Dean's favorite place.
Front page here.
That was where Dean
Spaghetti
liked.
house.
Oh,
It's a spaghetti place.
Yes, it's Italian.
Yeah.
But
Go figure.
huh?
Go figure.
Yeah, figure. But anytime that he was in town, he would go to Naples and have dinner.
Okay, I think we're all wondering, what prompted you to become a Dean Martin fan? I mean, was it one day you happened to be watching a
When
movie?
I was 13, I was one where I would go to school and I would go upstairs because I had the whole upstairs because my brother and sister was gone, and I would watch movies. I loved the old movies because they're quality movies,
Yes.
and they made you laugh. And so just one morning I woke up and I could be in the worst mood. And you can ask Bill, we'll be driving down the road and I got my Sirius Sinatra on. And if he's talking, I said, Bill, shut up. I crank up the radio.
When does Bill not talk?
Exactly.
When does Bill not talk?
But I'll turn up the volume and he knows that he doesn't say anything until that Dean Martin song is off.
Do I know Bill?
Yeah.
He's the guy that comes in there on Fridays.
Our sports guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's great.
That's the other half of the Learman.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, but I
Not
woke
the
up.
better half, the other half.
The other half.
I went to Sheeters 5 and 10. Remember where Sheeters was uptown?
Be careful how you say that.
Where, it's where the city building is now. But anyways, I went to Sheeters and bought my first album of Dean Martin.
So what's your favorite Dean Martin song?
There's a lot of Return to Me. That's one of my favorites.
Memories are made of this.
Memories are made of this.
What about you? What's your favorite Dean Martin? You guys don't even know who the hell Dean Martin is. I like the one he got in trouble over. Oh, baby, it's cold.
Oh,
outside.
yeah. That was a good one, too. I haven't found one that I haven't liked. I like the ones where he sings in Italian
Yeah.
as well.
Now, what's when the moon is the sky?
Volare.
That's
Volare.
probably, would you say that's probably,
Yeah, probably.
when you say Sinatra, that's the song?
Yeah.
That's my way. My way.
I mean Martin. When
Yeah,
you say
Martin.
Dean Martin, that's a more.
Yeah,
But,
that's Dean Martin. Yeah.
There's just so many. And there, occasionally there's some that comes on Seriously Sinatra on Sirius that I hadn't heard before.
Yeah.
And which is hard because I've listened to him.
Sway.
I like that.
That's a good
When
song.
marimba rhythm starts to sway.
So do you like Michael Bublé too? Because I like Michael.
I like Michael Bublé. So, but it's definitely worth going, and I thought it was appropriate to wear my Dean Martin shirt.
Is it a day trip? Is it an overnight trip?
It's a weekend trip. We go up on Friday and go to, depending on what the activities are in Steubenville. But like this one, we went up on Wednesday, or after the show on Friday.
Yeah.
We left, went up there, and then we went to, checked into our hotel. Then we drove up to Pittsburgh. Our oldest son is a big Steelers fan. So hey, you know what? That's his choice.
Yeah.
And so I said, well, what jersey do you want this year? And so we went to Rally House up there and got what he would like, and then drove through Steubenville, and they came back. Huh? They're not selling them yet. No. So, because I asked. I think it's going to be a year after Rogers has mentored him.
Well, but they'll still sell jerseys.
Yeah. But we like to go to, we have a certain rally house we like to go to in Steubenville, or in Pittsburgh.
How far is Pittsburgh from Steubenville?
Depends on how fast you drive. You can get there between 15 minutes and a half hour,
So
depending on the traffic.
So half hour.
You're driving or Bill's driving?
What about Wheeling?
You think I let Bill drive? No.
What about Wheeling?
From here?
No, from Steubenville.
Oh, it's a good hour from
But
Wheeling.
you stayed in Wheeling, right?
Yes.
Why'd you stay so far away?
Well, Bill likes the
They get a
Hampton that we
discount.
found.
They get
No. Well,
You've seen those commercials.
I go
It's
to
that
Hampton.
breakfast.
How'd you get
Well,
that discount?
they have.
I got that discount.
Yeah.
They have a jacuzzi, so he likes to go. And there's not many Hamptons that still has a jacuzzi.
All right.
So what does he like about a jacuzzi?
Just go.
Yeah,
And,
boom, boom, boom,
he likes to relax in the jacuzzi.
boom.
So and that's fine. But but the Hamptons here is good, and I go and use my Hampton rewards and
There you go. Hampton is a nice place.
so it's nice. I got one night free and paid for one night
There you go.
because I had enough points. But yeah, if you ever have the opportunity, and I don't know if you heard this, but are you aware that you know who George Burns is?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Are you
Gracie
aware
Burns and
that George proposed to Gracie in Steubenville?
I did not know that.
Yes. Found that out on the trolley
I
ride.
wonder where Gracie's from. And why? Were they playing a vaudeville place, maybe?
I don't know. The lady on the trolley didn't tell us that. This is like the fourth.
Rick would have been yelling
This
in the
is the
background.
fourth year.
Details, details.
This is the fourth year that we have been there, that we've wanted to take the trolley ride, and one year it was down, but we actually got to
do it.
got to go on it, and very well worth it
Okay.
Where is he buried?
in California.
In California.
Yeah. But absolutely love going because out on the streets, all you hear is Dean Martin.
You know, some shyster could probably put up a tombstone that says Dean Martin and put it up somewhere there and put a sign, come see Dean Martin's tombstone. And people go there and someone says,
Not having any
when
idea.
was he buried there? Because I never said he was buried there.
If I'm not mistaken, for
He's
some
in a
reason,
mausoleum.
that's what I was going to say. I thought he was in,
Mausoleum.
because there's a bunch of stars.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's out in LA where there's, I mean, they're just on top of each other.
Yeah,
you know, there's
he's in a
bunch of them.
mausoleum, so.
Now, under each of those stars on the walk, that star's buried there.
No, they aren't.
In a box.
Just pour them in.
Well, we're going to take a break, and then we'll be back here in a minute, and we'll finish up. We need to have Murphy report when we come back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whatever. Okay.
They said it could never happen. They hoped it would never happen, but now the most unpopular vegetable in the soup family is getting her own talk show.
That's right. Coming this fall on the Food Channel, it's The Okra Show.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Celebrity gossip and other stories that matter the most. Plus, what's coming to the Murphy Theater on the weekly edition of The Murphy Report.
It's what we dish up for you. When you hunger and thirst for real journalism, look elsewhere.
But you can find us at themurphytheater.org or the Murphy Theater YouTube channel with a new news report every Monday morning.
You know, Amanda, I used to have my own morning talk show.
Oh, why'd you give it up?
Well, there was a little dispute at the time of my contract renewal.
Oh, what was the disagreement?
Well, I wanted to renew, and they didn't.
What'd they replace you with?
A half-hour infomercial on nail clippers.
When you have to know before anybody else, count on your one source for useless, made-up news, The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us. City Council surprisingly votes 4-3, banning citizens from dressing up their puppies.
mere days before the local kennel club's National Puppy Jamboree.
It's a canine conundrum.
And City Hall has blood on its paws.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Feel-good stories we make up just for you every Monday morning, plus the latest on what's coming to the Murphy Theater in Wilmington, Ohio on The Murphy Report.
Your mistrusted name in made-up news.
The Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel.
I don't know if you're aware of this, Amanda, but I dress up both of my dogs, Claire and Wally.
Let me guess. Bonnie and Clyde.
Nope.
Abbott and Costello.
Nope.
Mickey and Minnie.
Ah, close. William Gibbs McAdoo and the first of his 3 wives, Sarah Hazelhurst Fleming.
Of course, the Treasury Secretary under Woodrow Wilson.
And his wife. The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio. The perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization, event, or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com. Or give us a call at 740-335-6481, and we can help plan your event. We look forward to seeing you there.
All right, we're back. And we got a few minutes, Steve. Just a real quick little update. Friday, you got...
Friday, we got Hidden Figures, movie about the 3 African-American women behind the NASA project. 3 brilliant mathematicians that never really got the kudos that they should have. It's based loosely on a book, 2016. It's a true story.
Yeah,
excellent movie.
It's a good movie. You're
$7.
off Saturday,
we
right?
actually can come up for air on a Saturday night.
I think you knew this already, but the other guest was here was Ryan Briggs, who's doing the card show Saturday with George Foster.
George.
10 to 3.
Sweetness.
10 to 3. He'll be out here signing
Fairgrounds.
autographs. Yeah, I think it's like $15-20.
Nice.
But he'll be there. So if you guys want to get a chance to meet George Foster.
So what do we got upcoming, Steve?
Following week, we have Turn It Up for our Skinnerd fans. Next Saturday, the 28th, 7:30 concert. I think Friday before, I don't know what the movie is, but I'm sure we have a, oh, no, I don't know what the movie is. What's the movie? The 27th of June is, I don't know, we're out of time anyway.
And I don't know. I don't know.
51st Date, Adam Sandler.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Drew
I
Barrymore.
like that one.
Minutes, Steve.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's a biopic about, no, it's.
51st Dates, great
yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah,
movie.
Drew Barrymore, Adam Sandler. And so then we got Parrots of the Caribbean on July 19th. Probably the finest Buffett band that there is, I would say.
And Jerry says he's coming to that, right?
And then coming up after
I'm
that,
right. I'll see
shortly
what I
after
got
that,
day. We got car shows that day, yeah.
Charlie's excited. Rock the Block is coming up right at the end of
That's right.
July.
We'll be out in front of Charlie's again.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, here's what happened last year. No, here's what happened. There's supposed to be 3 or 4 of us doing the broadcast. Hell, they all leave. I'm the only one doing the broadcast. They're all out yakking, talking. Look at my Lamborghini. Look at my that Lamborghini was a damn SUV. Who cares? It's an SUV. And everybody's like, it has a Lamborghini nameplate. I can tattoo Lamborghini on my ass and be a Lamborghini. I mean, it's just like.
I think you have.
I can't, actually, I'm getting. I'm gonna get the mistletoe tramp stamp.
Mistletoe tramp stamp.
Yeah, we both need to get those together. There you go. That way we can just tell everybody kiss.
Okay, well, there you go.
You like that, don't you?
Also coming to the Murphy Theater, we've got Smarty Pants Trivia right around the corner. The first Tuesday of every month, we do Smarty Pants Trivia in Charlie's. If you're a Murphy member, it's free to play. Otherwise, it's $5. Fabulous prizes chosen especially for you.
First Tuesday of the month.
First Tuesday night of every month in Charlie's.
Right.
Doors open 5:45. We start getting questions at 6:30. We are doing our 35th anniversary one on July 1st. Everyone who plays gets a free hot dog. The bun is $1, but the hot dog is free.
That's good. I don't like buns anyhow.
We're also kicking off our Summer of Love Matchmaker campaign. As a 501c3, Charlie, we're always trying to raise money because it costs about $1,000 a day to run this place.
I thought it was going along with Let's Get Personal.
You might wrap that in there.
Yeah.
Somehow we will if it brings money into the theater. So 92 Days of Summer kicks off tomorrow. We have
I donated
some
my
locals,
money. I've donated $150
some
this
locals
year.
who are putting up a certain amount of money, and every dollar during the 92 days of summer, it'll be matched. So we're hoping to raise about $50,000 over the next 92 days.
So we need to wait until tomorrow to update my
You
membership?
don't have to wait. This is separate from your membership. This is a whole nother opportunity. Opportunity.
The Greenfield Rotary Club does an auction every year.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to look at it because they make a ton of money doing that.
Yeah, we're putting together something called Bubbly Bites and Bids. It's a combination of
Auction.
a wine tasting, small bites that match the country of the wine, a little bit of information about that wine from the distributor. You can, if you like it, there could be cheese. If you're there, there'll be cheese.
That's
and
true.
then a silent auction. Key is you let the wine tasting go for the first hour before the auction. I've done this enough. Not my first rodeo.
Speaking of rodeos, my niece is competing for the state horse at the Wilmington Fairgrounds Saturday. So there must be some state horse competition.
Oh, it's not, their daughter's not a horse.
Yeah. I'm just reading. I kind of stumbled there too.
So who is this, Charlie?
Rita Wolf. Rita Wolf. Yeah, she sent that. Dean Thompson says, "Hi, Steve."
Who's
Dean Thompson?
Dean Thompson.
He's Wilmington's answer to Sasquatch.
Hi, Dean.
Sean Bennett. Hi, gang. Have a good day.
He knows you, but you don't know.
Sure I do.
That could be scary, Steve. That could be.
So who's the wolf person? The last name Wolf?
Rita.
Rita.
Yeah, she lives down. I think she's down near Peebles in that area. She watches every day. But her granddaughter, niece, is competing for some kind of state horse championship at the fairgrounds, which is interesting.
I got a lovely email from someone with the last name Wolf. I'm just curious if they're.
Well, it was
if they're
Frankie.
related. Yes.
Probably Frank Wolf. Yeah.
Yes.
Frank, we just had him on the show. He is a liver transplant survivor. He just went to England, big Beatles, huge Beatles.
Oh my
fan.
gosh,
good for
he
him.
knows everything there
Yeah,
is to know about it.
huge Beatles fan.
Yeah, I'll share the email that he sent me.
Okay. Hopefully it was good.
Anyway, what else we got? Oh my goodness gracious. What else we got going on?
I hate to hear
He
it.
thinks we can't see the email address. So he used a different name on it, but we have
the email
access.
address,
We have
yes.
access to see
He's
the email
usually a
address.
pretty good guy. That's why I wonder if it is Frankie. Might be somebody else.
We'll have to check.
Because, yeah, he's. I've never heard him say a bad word about anybody. But JJ is reminding us. Bzzz, here we go.
I don't know what that means.
That's a good thing.
Probably not.
You can ask after the show if you really want to know. Joe Holden, hey, tonight, by the way, we will be in Sabina, fresh pizza and cream, and we're hopefully going to have a little cruise in there if the weather holds out. And then we're also going to do a little Facebook Live from 5:30 to 6:30. Sabina is the new Seattle, or Sabina and Wilmington is the new Seattle, Washington. Of the
Pretty
Midwest.
rough last night.
Did you have any damage?
Just my soul. Just my soul.
We were up at the Dayton Dragons game getting soaked.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, they never even started the game. We went up there.
The old folks. went
Yeah,
up on the short
aging
bus.
up. Yeah.
You know, it's interesting. When I pull in behind the theater, we have the parking lot back there, and we have a sign that says Murphy parking, please, because we need the parking lot for certain days.
Buses and stuff.
And
Yeah.
I got there this morning, it was just mangled to pieces. I can never tell if that was weather related or
Somebody mad.
someone just,
Yeah.
because we've had both happen. So, yeah, what can you do? I'm just guessing it was weather related.
I'd say we go with weather. Yeah.
We are beloved. There's no question
Yes.
about that. Yes. We are.
Everybody has their haters. Everybody has their haters. I don't care who you are. You can be the nice. When I was the mayor of Sabina, I was already hated because I was the mayor of Sabina. You know, once you assume these positions, Bill Learman's on the school board, and whether
He's got his haters.
whether people liked him or not beforehand, when he got on that school board, he had his haters.
But Charlie, did you ever get a visit from the FBI?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. The only closest
Ooh,
thing
it's
I
early.
had there.
It's
fat-
early.
The fat,
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
You don't think you've had it.
No.
What do you think? She,
Wait till you get home.
The FBI.
she knows nothing about Dean Martin. She's
Yeah.
just investigating you.
She's a plant.
Mine probably start out with the FBI, be Fat Boys Investigators or something like that. That's what it would be. So no FBI visits, but I'm gonna tell you what, all those little towns and townships. But the job I would never have is the auditor, the clerks of those villages, municipalities. You can get in a potload of trouble quickly dealing with everybody's money. No way. When I was mayor, you know how much money I spent? Nothing. Without council.
Just like now.
Yeah, without council approval.
He wants it free.
Yeah, without council approval, I spent nothing, and I didn't want to be anywhere near the money. I don't mind signing off like on bills and stuff like that, but nope, I'm not. Nope.
I get it. It was 2.5 years before I even agreed to let my name be one of the names to sign checks here. I just don't. Anytime I've
opens
run
you
a
up.
theater, I've always insisted 2 names, or
Yeah.
at least not mine.
Yeah, opens it up. Well, I tell you what, when I was mayor originally, we had a great clerk treasurer, Barb Scranton, and she was gold. I mean, we had still like 2 people signing checks, but you could trust her with anything.
Yeah.
All these other clerks in the county are getting arrested for fraud and stealing and embezzlement and all that, and go, Barb just did her job.
Legally, clerk treasurer's the one that's allowed by law.
Well, maybe that was it, but council always signs off on at least the pay.
But I mean, as far as cash, you know, not allowed to touch cash.
No.
Really good idea.
Yeah.
Hands off
Absolutely.
that. So,
Well, it's been fun, guys.
yep.
Hey, we can go down the rabbit hole today.
Charlie, do you almost?
Yeah, do you have some words of wisdom? for
Well,
us?
you know what? I did. Let me
Or
see
you
if I
just
can.
have some words, Charlie.
Here we go. It's Lou Gehrig's birthday,
Oh.
but he has since passed away. So we got to do a Lou Gehrig quote For the past 2 weeks, you've been reading about my bad break. Yet today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. And that was his last game at Yankee Stadium. So that's a terrible disease. I can't think of a worse way to go, to be honest. Just seeing some of my friends that's went through it. So,
What was your word of the day?
the word of the day, you know what? The place I usually get the words of the day, it's Juneteenth. So they didn't have, there we go. So they didn't have a word of the day.
Is that your word of the day, Juneteenth?
Yeah, Juneteenth. What? Explain it to us. Real quick, who can explain
Last
Juneteenth?
slaves in Texas were released.
The last slaves in Texas were released.
In Texas,
Okay.
it was the emancipation. They're done.
I knew it had to do something with slaves, but I wasn't
Yes.
sure. So thanks for the clarification here.
That's because Steve's a smart fellow.
He is. He is.
knows a little bit about
He is.
I know a very little bit about very
What's-
little.
And he won't like this. He'll probably take it as an insult, but I hope he would think it was a compliment. It's funny because some of the stuff, when he responds to stuff in here, I'm like thinking the exact same thing. I'm like, it's like today with the guys and dolls. I got my horse right there. He took the words right out of my mouth. I was ready to do the same
Are
thing.
you saying you think alike, Charlie?
And I take it as a compliment. Now he may be going, oh shit. You know?
Sometimes when we're sharing a hot tub, we'll end up singing the
That's
same
right.
Broadway musical
that's
songs.
right.
That's it, I'm out of here.
You guys share hot tubs, me and him share beds.
Oh, really?
Oh, we're losing reception.